Hi, my name is Joe Hewes, and I'm standing here in front of the Hewes Mausoleum in Riverside Cemetery in Farmington, Connecticut, and I was driving through and wanted to visit. I had called a few days ago because many years ago I lost the key to the door, and I called the caretaker, which is really a landscape company about 40 minutes away, and was informed that she said there was no lock and the door was being held open by a wire, and that really concerned me. So on my way home today, I decided to stop by, take some pictures so that I could contract with a locksmith to replace the lock. Well, as it turns out, there is a lock. It's just no one seems to have a key. I used to. I think I've lost it. But the caretaking company does not have a key, nor do the trustees of the Riverside Cemetery. So anyway, while I'm here, I wanted to give you a tour for interested family members and other parties of the state of the mausoleum, and let you see how our dearly departed are resting. Well, the first thing I noticed when I came up was these doors were open, these big iron doors. They're beautiful. But they were open, as you see here, and they are indeed being held closed by a wire. But I noticed there is a lock. It's just that nobody has a key. So we're not sure. We have to figure out how we're going to deal with this. But it's very easy to get inside. Just pull that open, and here we go. So in here, as many as you know, I'll just give you a review. Up here is Evan Sumter Hewes, daughter of Thomas C. and Sarah Hewes, who I believe this is a child who died in infancy, Uncle Tom's child. And then also in here is Uncle Tom's mother-in-law, Elizabeth Womble, beloved mother of Sarah Womble Hewes. So there are two sets of remains in there. And then these two crypts are empty. And against the back wall, of course, the centerpiece for whom the mausoleum was originally built, our grandmother, Genevieve Chase Hewes, wife of Thomas Hewes. For hers was unselfishness, love, fidelity, and courage. And she died September 1st, 1936. Now there's a number of urns here, some of which are marked and some aren't. And quite frankly, I can't remember who all is in here, but I'll show you what I know. This is my father, Charles E. Hewes, who died in 1981, and that's his urn. This is an unmarked urn, and this is unmarked. There may have been a label here at one point, but it's not here anymore, and I don't see one around, so I don't know who that is. This is Thomas Chase Hewes. This is our Uncle Tom, my father's brother, 1912 to 1997. This is an unmarked urn. I'm not sure who this is. Now, this is my mother, Doris Hewes, and the reason it's upside down is because when I got here, I noticed that there was stuff coming out, and as you can see, when I started to move it, the bottom had broken, and there were ashes just pouring out. So I pulled the urn down off the shelf and, yep, scooped all the ashes back in. I'm going to bring this home and get that urn replaced. So that's what we'll do with that. And these are the flowers that I had put together for Mom's interment. She died in July of 1995, but we didn't get up here until October, 3 or 4 months later. But those are the flowers that Karen Hewes and I bought for her. And then here is, of course, our grandfather, Thomas Hewes. His was a blithe and steadfast spirit. His was a love deep and devoted for God and for family and friends, for his country and all mankind. And he died in June of 1957. I never knew him. I was born just about 3 years later. And then these two crypts here are empty and available. There's probably room here think this opens, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay. So this opens, this side opens. It's kind of dark. There's really nothing in there, just some old flower pots. These are keys to open the crypts. I'm not sure what this all is, but so that's a little, just basically storage. So anyway, so that's the state of the mausoleum on the inside. So if anyone can identify who those three unidentified urns are, that would be good. That one's unidentified, that one's unidentified, and that one is unidentified. That's my mother, and that's my father over there. So anyway, I'll give you a little tour of the outside so you can see what it looks like on the outside. So behind me here you can see the Hewes Mausoleum here at Riverside Cemetery in Farmington, Connecticut. It's a beautiful spot. It's a beautiful day here in October. It's 75 degrees and sunny, as you can see. The mausoleum seems to be in good shape from the outside. Let me give you some more shots as we go around. Here's the mausoleum as we walk around. As you can see, we do have some vines, ivy growing here on what I believe to be the north side. A little concerned about that because I know that they can do some damage, but you can see what's going on there. And then as we move around the backside, I'm going to be shooting into the sun a little bit, so pardon the glare. Try and move out, but yeah. So there you can see that that ivy growing, and there's the back window, the back wall right there. That's the bench, if you will, where all those urns are. And then as we come around the side, you can see lots of vines growing. The roof is, not sure, I think it's stone up there. It seems to be in good shape. There's no evidence of water leakage or anything inside the mausoleum, which is good. It does need to be swept and cleaned, and I don't have a broom with me, unfortunately, but I hope to get up here sometime soon to, you know, just give it a cleaning and a dusting. So, yeah. So, like I say, that's a little tour of the Hewes Mausoleum here in Riverside Cemetery in Farmington, Connecticut, and I hope to get that lock situation taken care of soon. We want to make sure that the trustees of the cemetery have keys, and that any other family members who are interested, I think at least some of us ought to have keys just for future. So I was told that there was no lock on this door and that it was being held closed with a piece of wire. Well, I got here and there is a lock, and it is being held closed with a piece of wire. And the reason is because these doors will not close any more than this. There's something wrong with the frame or the hinges or something on these doors. I didn't want to force it, didn't want to break anything. These are very heavy bronze doors with a thick piece of glass behind those decorative panels. But these doors will not close any more than this. And unless I can find my key, which I don't think I can, we'll probably have to have that rekeyed also. But the main project is to get these doors rehung by a local contractor who knows what they're doing to deal with very heavy bronze doors, so that we can secure the mausoleum. Now, thankfully, there had been no damage done. There's no vandalism. This is a very quiet and safe neighborhood. But we do want to secure these doors for the future. One thing that I thought might be good is if we could engrave the Hewes name up on that lintel going across. You see that blank space, you know, below the decorative motif. To have a marble cutter just put a very simple, you know, the word Hewes in there, just so we know who's Hewes and who's Hewes. And I think that would be a very nice addition to this. I'm Joe Hewes at the Hewes Mausoleum, Riverside Cemetery, Farmington, Connecticut.